Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Paul Jerry, man. I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Sunday. To all my actors and actresses out there, keep grinding, keep working. I attended this very, very phenomenal acting class, and it was actually a panel discussion sponsored by TSMA. For those of you guys who don't know what that is, it's pretty much the Social Media Advantage Consulting Group, and it was actually hosted by actor and entrepreneur Ben Whitehair, who's actually the current Chief Operating Officer at TSMA. We had some phenomenal guests on the panel discussion, to say the least. We had April Webster, big-time casting director from Los Angeles, California. She casted for movies like Mission Impossible 3, Star Trek, Star Wars. We also had Jeremy Gordon, another big casting director and producer from Los Angeles, California. He dropped a lot of gems. We had Ryan Walker on the panel, another actor. And also, last but not least, we had Gabrielle Carteris, who was an actress, and now she's the current executive director of SAG and AFTRA. And they dropped so many gems, man, and certain stuff that I learned about the union, how much the union protects you, and the union has been protecting actors since film and television first started. And, you know, a lot of people, they talk about, the process with auditioning and, submitting your videos and submitting your self-tapes. And they really kind of like broke it down in like a way that was very, very understandable and very, very influential. It was like, you don't have control over who the casting director selects for the next project. Only thing you have control over is your performance, how you deliver your lines. And one thing that they said that, when you're doing your self auditions, you want to be present. You want to be, whether it's looking at the camera, you're doing your slate, introducing yourself. You want to have a positive aura about yourself. You don't want to be sad and draggy, because that stuff comes off on camera. And if you look sad during your audition, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to get the role. And it was like, also make sure you have a great reading partner. Make sure the connection is good, because if you have a very, very serious scene that you're auditioning for and your partner is really goofy, it's not going to come off the same way. They was like, always make sure you got the proper lighting. You can't see it, but I got 2 softbox lightings. And also make sure, your sound is good. Make sure you're in frame. Make sure that you can see you clearly and you're talking clearly. And one thing else that they said that casting directors, they don't want to have to look through hundreds and hundreds of submissions. They want to find that right actor or actress for the part. I know April Webster was saying that when they was casting for Star Trek, or it could have been Star Wars. No, correction. When they was casting for Star Wars, they went through 4,900 submissions. A lot of times they said, casting directors, we might not know exactly what we want, but we know what we don't want. But when we see something new that stands out, we're going to end up, selecting that person. So when you're auditioning, don't think about, okay, let me act like what I think they want me to look like, or how I think they want me to say the lines. They said, bring your own personality to it. It was like, I wrote it down. Where was it at? Give me 1 second. They were saying, when you're doing your self-tape, they said pretty much your self-tape is putting your best self forward for the casting director to see you and to visualize, what you're doing. So don't be nervous. Like, just take a break, relax, woosah, just get into the motion. They say, be present. Like, you got a lot of stuff going on in your mind. You're thinking about, other auditions that you have, thinking about problems you got in your relationship, thinking about stuff you got to do at work. It's going to show during the audition, and you're not going to be able to connect with that character so that they can see that character as much as you want. And also, too, they say, being an actor is a business, just like with anything else. A lot of times people get mad when they don't get the role. A lot of times it's not about booking the role, but booking the room. They might say, okay, you might not be fit for this part, but they remember how well your audition was. They're like, you know what? Paul doesn't even have to audition again. I remember when he auditioned for this TV series or this movie, and now, I really think he'll be perfect for that role, and you won't even have to re-audition for the role. They'll already just submit what you already have. And they said a lot of times, the casting director might push for who they want, but at the end of the day, it's a business. The network is going to have the final say of who they want. You say, okay, I want this person to be for this role, or this person to be for that role. And they're like, then you get it to the network, and they're looking at the test, like, I really don't see it. So it's not always in your control or in your grasp. And last but not least, man, we live in a global society now. So what you post on social media, it's not just affecting what you do here in the United States. It's affecting what you do globally. I know Jeremy was saying that one actor that he had, he got his visa denied in Dubai because of his Instagram and what he had on his Instagram. So don't always, post provocative stuff or stuff that's going to be offending a culture or society or a group of people, because people look at that. And as actors, we got to be conscientious of what we post on our Instagram, because it could be what's going to make or break us in the long run, man. But like they said, man, be current, in your auditions, be thought-provoking. Try to be as personality as you can. I look at it as an audition. I look at an audition as I'm about to do some stand-up comedy. Okay, how can I perform the best part of Paul? And like I said, making sure you got the blue background, making sure you got clothes that don't have no distracting symbols or distracting patterns that can prevent them from focusing solely on you, man. But look, guys, be great, be phenomenal, or be forgotten, as Eric Thomas said, man. But I want to see you guys at the top. And granted, you're going to book that next audition because Pablo said so.